Okay, 1, 2. Hello. How y'all doing? So we are looking at the 360 notes for Legends of Runeterra today. It's got a lot of changes. A whole bunch of champions just got modified. I haven't taken a look at any of them yet, so you're looking at my live reaction right now. So pretty excited to see what this is going to have for us today. So shit, let's just get into it, huh? Okay, so 360. Let's go start scrolling through. First up, we have the second anniversary login event. Okay, new card backs, new skins, new emotes, the usual stuff you get with with an event. So yay cosmetics. I really like that Vi. That Vi looks pretty nice. Let's see. Legends of Runeterra turning 2, and we're giving out gifts to celebrate from the release of patch 360 to May 11 at 11 a.m. Log in over 7 days to receive exclusive second anniversary rewards, including arcane skins for Vi and Jinx. See this look arcane Vi emote and turning 2 icon and card back. So log in, get some free stuff. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's actually get into the cards. All right, this is a new card actually. I heard that the Elite was going to get a little bit of support here, so let's read it up. New cards. In addition to the rest of the card updates below, we've got another set of new cards for this patch to fill in some gaps for a few archetypes, namely Elites, Reputation, and Udir. That's exciting for me because I really wanted to play with Udir, but he's been so bad ever since he got launched. I hope he gets an update as well. Work with us. We're still experimenting with this idea. All right, so let's see what this card is. Might of the Vanguard. It's 3 mana. Slow speed, epic rarity. Not like rarity even matters in this game. I mean, they give you everything for free anyways. To play, spend all of your mana. Summon a Dauntless Vanguard and grow its stats to that amount. If 9+ mana was spent, grant other allied elites +2/+2. Wow, that's just an endgame mana sink. I don't know if I would play that over something else, like more impactful, like say, Big Cythria. I think I'd play Big Cythria over that. But that's a pretty cool alternative, though. So it might be worth checking out. See what they're saying over here. They says, we're generally improving the Elites package in this patch. And Might of the Vanguard acts as a flexible way to bring another fairly statted elite to the field, or make your other elites more elite in one big cast. Yeah, I like it because it's modable. It's like you can either just cast it as a 3 mana 3/3, or pump it up to like a 5 or 7 or 8. But I think it's gonna matter on your on the state of the game. If you can make it last to the end of the game at like 10+ mana, to give all of your board +2/+2, I think that'd be pretty cool. But honestly, if you're playing elites, I don't think your game should be going on that long. All right, let's take another look. Oh, we got a little video to go along with it. Let's take a look here. All right, plays the card. Oh, it says commit. All right. Make a big boy, buff the board. Pretty cool. Swing in for a lot. Everybody gets a little buffy there. How'd they get that buff? Oh, Cythria. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, just play Cythria. Oh, yes. And the button says resolve now. Oh, and we got the sword and shield icons back. That was originally taken out in the beginning of the game, I believe. Okay, let's see what's next. For Glory, this is a Nasus card. 6 mana slow speed, reputation, I cost 3, summon 2 Trifarian Glory Seekers. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really good. Much like with Elites, Reputation has had a few additional changes this patch to make the overall package more satisfying to pull off. For Glory can help activate Reputation faster, or act as an efficient way to pull some threats from the enemy's backline. And this is pretty good too. Is like if you like don't do anything like your first couple turns, you just bank some spell mana. You can get this out at turn 3, so like bust down two of those guys on the third turn. It's not too shabby. Oh, we get a video. Let's check it out. Get a couple good boys there. Swing in. Boom. Yeah, you just beat ass. Yeah, not bad. That's a pretty good utility card. I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. All right, let's move on. Next, okay, so here's our Udir support card. It's called Inner Beast. It's a 2 mana burst spell. Give an ally +1/+1 this round. Create a stance swap in hand. That's not bad. Like for just it's well costed. It's burst, and you can play that into a stance swap. I like that. With Udir's new level up condition revolving around stances, Inner Beast acts as a flexible card that can work with a wide variety of Freljord cards, while providing a much more explicit benefit to Udir himself. Not bad, not bad. I'll have to see what they have in store for Udir too. That'll be a little bit further down, I think. Play the stance swap. Get your stance. I like the look of the new button over here too, with the little triangles on the up and down. It's pretty good. All right, so far so good. Okay, all right, we get into the card updates now. So here's where the real meat and potatoes of this is going to be. This is going to basically tell us what our meta is going to start looking like pretty soon. So card updates. As laid out in early 2022 roadmap, this is our champion adjustments patch. We've made a range of changes to some underplayed champions to help smooth out their game plans, as well as some supporting cards for elites, reputation, and Udir, among others. Also, yes, nerfs the bandletree and Yordles and Arms. That will make some people happy. Here's a look at each of the card updates coming in this patch. Side note, I never really had any problems with bandletree. Or Yordles and Arms, or basically the Bandle City region in general. I just never had a big problem with it, but a lot of other people had a lot of problems with it. Okay, so champion Ashe, level 1. Level condition, you frostbite 4+ enemies. It changes how it works. Now it's you decrease 4+ enemies power to 0. So that's frostbite or other means. That really opens her up. I like that. Now you reduce the power of 4+ enemies to 0. When I level up, create a crystal arrow on top of the deck. I like that. That really increases her versatility. Lore has evolved quite a bit since Ashe was designed. Well, yeah, she was one of the first champions. So we're opening up her level condition to let her chill with the regions outside of Freljord. Yeah. What other region? Shreema. This will allow her to play with Shreema because Frostbite works in the same way as Quicksand now, and what is it? Troll Chant will also work with that. What else? What else am I thinking of? I think it's Renekton. Ashe Renekton can be a thing now. Because Renekton's spell reduces the power of another enemy by 2, as well as giving vulnerable. Yeah, that's a possibility. That might be a fun deck to play around with. Okay, next up we have Darius. Darius's level up condition: I see the enemy nexus has 10 health or less. Is now I see the enemy nexus has half of its starting health. Okay. All right, so it just makes it so it's not a hardline value anymore. This change should help Darius be more consistent in the path of champs. Okay, I see that. Yeah, because in normal standard, like that's not really a change because your Nexus health cannot go above 20. So yeah, that's a good change. Yeah, like even for if it's just like a PVE change, that's still a good change. Galio level 2. Base stats from 0.9 to a 0.10. All right, cool. That just makes Galio better. Galio is only gaining a single point of health on level up, so this change makes his stat gain more consistent with our rules and makes him just a bit more formidable. That's right. 'Cause that's something that I was a little weirded out on, because the formidable dragon gets +0/+2 when he eats someone. This is just a consistency change. Yeah, I like it. And I like Galio too. Okay, Garen. I heard Garen was getting some changes. Garen level 2, new effect, round start rally. When I'm summoned, give other allies +1/+1 this round. Hmm. Okay, that makes him a little bit less crap. Um, yeah, it's just this turn though. It's not a grant, so that's just a little bit of like a power level change. So yeah, it'll make him a little bit more playable. Garen was feeling a bit vanilla, so we modernized his design while helping him to enable Demacians to do what they do best. Fight with square stats. Fight with square stats. Yeah, all of their stats are the same on both power and toughness. Yeah, I like that. That's a decent change. That kind of like goes in line with like how I like to play Demacia. Is like when I play Demacia, I like to play just a bunch of dudes that make the entire board just a little bit bigger. Cards like Poppy, Bannerman, Cythria, now Garen. Yeah, that's just a good change. All right, next up, ooh, Karma. I hope they don't do Karma dirty. Karma's one of my favorite champions. All right, so this is just for level 2. New effect, create in hand a random spell from your regions. When you play a spell, cast it again on same turn. Okay, that's awesome. That's something that I always had a problem with Karma, is her losing that ability on her front end when she flips. Because sometimes you end up not even playing her until turn 9, turn 10 anyways. So you have the mana backup to protect her. Um, yeah, that's just a fantastic change. I like it. Karma losing functionality on level up didn't feel great, so her level 2 now retains the spell generation, which also helps replenish your hand if you empty it to reach enlightenment. Very, very valid, because like a lot of times you're going to be playing her with Freljord to get mana ramp and level her all the way up to level 2. Wow. Yeah, good. Oh, I see Katarina's name and creeping up here. Let's see what they did. All right, Katarina, level 2. She's still a 4/3 for 4 with quick attack. New effect, play, rally. Create a 0-cost fleeting blade's edge in hand. Strike, recall me. Okay, so now you just get the blade every time you play her. That that could be really good. Yeah, so that's a similar thing to with Karma. It's like you just didn't lose that blade on play from her first half. Katarina's got a few more knives. Like Karma, she now retains her level 1 functionality, reducing the cost of Blade's Edge to 0 on her level 2 form. We're giving her a slight edge to clear our weakened targets to prevent chump blocking. Yeah, no, that's strong. And they reworked her in a way that doesn't make her completely busted. Like, she just still makes her a good champion. Yeah, I like it. I don't know if I would be playing with her still, though. I might play around, like try and find a deck for her to fit into. But I don't think it would be a deck that I would take too seriously. Leblanc or LeBlanc. Okay, level 2, new effect. When I level up and each time I see you deal 15 plus damage, create a mirror image in hand. If you already have one, reduce cost by 1 instead. Interesting. So now she gets it on the level up. It can be pretty tough to generate a mirror image, so giving her 1 on level up should help to increase LeBlanc's overall presence and thematic resonance. Okay, yeah. I mean that's just good, like giving you more options to play the mirror image. And you can use that spell that you just got from her leveling up to cast it immediately and allow her another opportunity to deal 15 plus damage. That's good. Yeah, that's not bad. Leona. Let's see. Oh, she has Overwhelm now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they just gave her Overwhelm. She should have had Overwhelm from the get go. I like that. Yeah, that's good. So like now you don't have to waste using Zenith Blade on Leona. Okay. What are they saying? Leona already has the Zenith Blade. Well, yeah. So this just makes sense, and y'all seem to like it when we accidentally shipped this before. This change should help Leona close out games more effectively once she levels up. Yeah, that's right. She, when Targon first came out, she was originally an Overwhelm unit, but they took that away from her because she was a little too strong. Somehow. I don't ever recall Daybreak being a legitimate deck that people were afraid of. Yeah, looks good. All right, Malphite. Level 1. Level 2. New effect. Play stun an enemy. Okay. All right, so the level 1 is still the same. The level up mechanic is still the same, but the at level 2, if for whatever reason it ends up back in your hand, or you need to play a second Malphite, you get to stun something. And good thing about that is it's targeted, and you can play that defensively. That's just good news to me. I like that. Yeah, an upgrade is an upgrade. I don't know if it'll make him any more playable, but an upgrade is an upgrade. For a high-cost champion, we wanted to give Malphite a little extra rock and roll when he's dropped on the field. Being able to immediately stun a target makes him a better pick with Yasuo, and they scratch that out. Let's see what you're doing there. Lets him be more consistently stall the match until he can get into motion. Yeah, that's just good. No, I got no problem with that at all. All right, what's up next? Nasus. Okay, keywords none to fear. Okay, he gets his fearsome back. You should have never lost it. Nasus dropped this. We're just giving it back. For real, though, he was a little too scary on release, but he's fallen a little too far and could benefit from having it back. Yeah, you're not wrong. When he released, Thresh Nasus was literally everywhere. Like, you couldn't go onto the ladder without seeing that somewhere. So yeah, I'm glad the doggo got his fearsome tag back. Good move. Nocturne, huh? All right. Nocturne level 2 change. When you play a unit, give enemies -1, -0 this round. 2, when you summon a unit, give enemies -1, -1 this round. That one word change is very important, especially in a region like Shadow Isles, where you're summoning units very often without actually playing them from your hand. Changing play to summon gives Nocturne more options to fill the board and terrify the opposition in doing so. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's see if we start seeing Nocturne on the ladder. See if Nightfall comes back. Well, that possibly paired with the Reason to Felia's change could make that a deck again. And the Diana change, yeah. Yeah, Nightfall's been getting a lot of buffs lately. Good. Scion. Okay, he gets a little bit of his stats back. So he's not quite the 10 attack monster he was, but 9 attack is still pretty good. Yeah. And I personally like this change because I play Scion. I like playing Scion Rumble. One of my favorite decks. So yeah, extra stats. Another extra stat on the Scion returned portion as well. We're giving Scion a little extra power to help close out games more effectively. Good. Kind of needed. There was really no reason to nerf him before. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into something interesting. So we have Udir. I hope they actually do enough to him to make him playable. Looks like he's got 1 extra power there. Hey, I'm gonna back up. Good. Okay. Udir, level 1. When I'm summoned or strike, create a stance swap in hand, or if you have one, reduces cost to 0. You've played 3 stance swaps this game. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a great change. Yeah, because it used to be you had to damage the enemy nexus a bunch of times. Yeah. So level condition, you've damaged the enemy nexus 7+ times this game. Change that to you've played stance swap 3+ times this game, and he's a 5/4. Yeah, that's not bad. You can more easily slot him into a decent mid range deck now. I don't think you would play him in any kind of like aggro or control deck, but a good mid range list would use him pretty well. And his level 2 is now 6/5. Yeah. Let's see. Do you have a blurb? Udir should feel right at home playing stance swap, so changing his level up to revolve around it should make his kit more cohesive overall. We're also giving his power a slight boost to make him more of a threat early on. Good call. Yeah. This is definitely going to increase his rate of play. And we'll have to play around with it and find the right deck for him. I'm not sure where that deck would be just by looking at it straight up. I don't know if he would play with Gnar still because his level up is different. What else? Who else would you want to play him with? Maybe Jace in play him with Jace in a what's it called? In a tri-beam deck. Because the stand swaps cost 3. Yeah, that might work. That's just an idea. Anyways, moving on. Good change. I like that. Vladimir. He gets fearsome. Okay. From keywords, none to fearsome and regeneration level 2 still. And yeah, so he just gets a little spooky, which is thematically correct. I mean, he's a spooky vampire boy. Vlad has a bloody hard time dealing with chump blockers, so this change should let him be a bigger threat and close out games faster. Okay, cool. Looks good. Okay, followers, spells, and landmarks. Ambush is now 3 cost, up from 2 cost. Ambush has become a go-to tool for some decks to end games abruptly without much opportunity for interaction from the opponent. We are increasing the cost to be in line with similar effects. Yeah, that's a good change. Two cost was a little low for this effect. Just the ability to give like any unit, regardless of size, elusive. Yeah, good move. I like it. Ballistic Bot. Base stats 0-3 now. It's a decent change. You needed a nerf, but honestly, how often are you attacking with Ballistic Bot? I mean, you should just want to preserve him for as long as possible and just fling bullets every turn. We'll see. Hopefully it works well. It'd be interesting to see how that deck changes, because he's been showing up in the Victor Aphelios slash Victor Riven slash Victor Vi decks. This bot has been an overperformer for a while, and with Victor's recent buffs, it's time to tune the engine down a notch. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's only a 1 power change. And like, it gets that 1 power back up when you play your first bullet. Okay, Blood for Blood. Oh. Blood for Blood is now a burst spell. That's great. That's a good change. I'll actually play that card now. The problem with that card has always been removal. Like, especially if you're playing like a card that is, you're playing a deck that kind of relies on that card resolving. So being able to interact with that can really screw up your game plan. Like, say, like you're talking about like Marauders, or you're talking about pretty much anything else that you want to play multiple copies of. Shoot, I'll probably even play this with like something like Mist Wraiths, or what is it? Viega. Because Viego and all of his cast of dudes that make mists. That would be good for there too. That opens up an interesting window. Yeah, I like that. Good change. In addition to Vlad's changes, making Blood for Blood burst speed allows for some cool outplays in self-damage decks. Yeah, I agree. Good move. All right, what else we got? We have Buried Sun Disk. Change. When an Ascended ally levels up, advance me 10 rounds. 2. When an Ascended ally levels up, advance me 9 rounds. Oh, wow. That's 2 additional ticks you need to get on the Buried Sun Disk. Yeah, that's definitely going to change things. Because right now, the Sun Disk deck is like the best deck in the format. Which is absurd to even think about. Really absurd. Because like this deck has always been a meme until the Azir change. And that deck has been like overrunning the ladder lately. So this is a good change. It doesn't destroy the deck. it just kind of pushes it back a little bit. We're happy to see Buried Sundance get some serious play, but it's getting flipped faster than we'd like for the impact it has on the game. Yeah, I've been seeing that thing get flipped on turn 6, and that's really early to get access to level 3 Azir and level 3, what's the dude's name? The mage dude, the guy that blows up landmarks and smashes your face in. Move on. What else we have? Palace Bonecrusher. Okay, what do you got here? Change reputation I cost 2 to reputation I cost 3, and when I'm summoned, grant me Overwhelm. Oh wow, that's good. That's really good. Yeah, because that card was just a big dumb beat stick before. You'd only see that in expeditions. Yeah, I like it. In addition to For Glory and Leblanc's changes, we want to make hitting reputation more impactful, even at a slightly higher cost. Callous Bonecrusher is now more of a threat to close out games once reputation is achieved. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how much that card's going to get played now. Interesting to see. I don't think I would play it myself because like reputation like really isn't like a very interesting deck for me to play. I mean, it's just big attack, hit hard, smork. It's not the most interesting deck style. Hiara Allseer. Okay, that's part of the Udir package. Change when I'm summoned, create a stance swap in hand. It costs 0 this round. 2. When I'm summoned, create a stance swap in hand. The first stance you play each round costs 0. Ooh. Oh, I like that. That will actually make this see some play. Like you bring her in on turn 6 or whenever, and like you immediately get to use one of your stance swaps. So you don't have to like wait a turn or bank spell mana to make her useful. I like it. Good. With Udir's new level of condition and Inner Beast, Hiara Allseer has also been changed to encourage more stance swap casts. I like it. I like that a lot. Yeah. Good stuff. Ooh, Swiftwing Lancer. Subtype none to subtype elite. That should have always been the thing. I mean, like this card, it was always great for like elite decks, just because when it dies, it gets you an elite. But now that it's an elite itself, and you can work with all the right synergies of a proper elite deck, yeah, that's good. Giving Swiftwing Lancer the elite subtype lets it benefit from Might of the Vanguard and Vanguard Squire's changes to make the archetype more cohesive overall. Yeah, solid change. You didn't have to do anything else with its power. You just change you just give it the elite tag. Yeah, I like that. The Bandle Tree. Cost change from 5 to 4, and text change. Round start, create a follower from a new region in hand. Win the game if you've summoned units from 10 rounds, or 10 regions. Now it's round start, create a follower from a new region in hand. Win the game if I've seen units from 10 regions summoned. Okay. So that needs to stay on the board for the entire game. Yeah, that makes that significantly worse. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing any Bandle Tree decks anytime soon. Especially with the prevalence of landmark destruction lately because of the Sun Disk. Yeah, that kind of kills that deck. Let's see. This change makes it so the Bandle Tree's condition can be reset if it's removed from the field, increasing overall interactivity and effectiveness of landmark removal against the deck. Hitting the instant win condition is much harder, but we didn't want to completely burn the tree down. So the cost has also been lowered to make it an effective value generator for a relatively high initial investment. It's not bad. Well, honestly, if someone were to play that now, I mean, I'd probably just play that as a value generator, just to give me an extra minion every turn. Yeah. Okay, Vanguard Squire. From cost 4 to cost 3. Okay, so yeah, it's just 3/3 for 3 on its own, like same as like the spell that gives you a 3/3 elite. When you summon elite, reduce my cost by 1. Yeah, that's just good. Yeah. Middle Cythria. That's good. I like that. I've got really not much more to say about that. It just makes it a better card. Like with Might of the Vanguard and Swiftwing Lancer, this change helps smooth out the curve and overall game plan for elites. Yeah, I like it. think I might slap together an elite deck later and just see how it plays. Yordles and Arms. This has been the card that has been pissing a lot of people off. But honestly, I haven't really seen it lately because shreem has basically taken over the meta. Change. Give all allies +2/+2 this round. If you've summoned or cast cards from 4+ regions, give allies +4/+4 instead. Give allies +2/+2 this round if you've summoned or cast cards from 4+ regions. Give allies +3/+3 instead. Okay, so they're knocking down the +4/+4 to +3/+3. So that takes a little bit of power away from it without really destroying the card. Honestly, the +4/+4 has always been ridiculous. Like, why is it giving so much power? Let's see. What do they say? Yordles and Arms hasn't seen as much play as before 3.4 with all the new decks popping up. True. But it's still a little too scary when it is played, so we're reducing the enhanced effect. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Game rule updates. Okay, what's this? Following up from patch 3.4.0, we have had some important rule changes, as well as more visual UX improvements. We've got a few videos here that outline all the changes, but please read below for full info. Well, let's see. What does it say? Says resolve now. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Context from game designer Ruben Zoo. Burst/pass. Previously, you could only end the round after your opponent has fully passed without taking an action. Beginning this patch, if your opponent passes after playing only a burst or focus spell, you may now end the round. Oh, okay, that's very interesting. That is a straight up rules change. We're making this change to 1, create consistency between how gameplay flows both inside and outside combat. 2, create higher stake decisions, especially in the late game, and reduce empty and unnecessary pass and passbacks. Okay. I'm not sure I like that change too much because you can kind of neuter someone's burst spells by just saying, nah, that's not going to happen. Let's extend the turn now. We'll see. We'll play this for a few days and see if that really changes much. Okay, next up. Cast is merging with play. This is a bit complex, so let's define play in lore first. When a card leaves your hand into play or onto the stack, that's playing a card. Changed. Cast cards have been adjusted to activate when you play a card. Changed. Targeting now activates when you play a card. Interesting. Let's reread that a little bit. Okay. When a card leaves your hand into play or onto the stack, that's playing a card. Yeah, that makes sense. Changed. Cast cards have been adjusted to activate when you play a card. Okay, so you play a card, the card activates. Changed. Targeting now activates when you play a card. So, okay, I think I see what they're saying here. I think they're saying it was like any kind of like synergistic effects that would be triggered when you cast the card before it gets notified or denied still go off. But then you lose the effect of the card itself, which is, I think, what they're trying to convey right here with this thing. Here, let's watch it again. Yeah, so this is before. Cast it, nothing happens down here. you notify. So you get nothing, no benefit whatsoever. Now, you cast it. Boom, boom. You get the effects. Still gets notified. You don't get the ebb, but you still get the synergistic effects. Yeah, that's a good change. That is a great change, and that honestly, that's the way it should be. Like that rule change brings it more in line with how Magic the Gathering plays. It's like in Magic the Gathering, when there are cards that get a triggered effect when you play a card from your hand or you cast a spell, regardless of whatever kind of spell it is, and your opponent counters that spell, the trigger still happens because you cast it from your hand. So like even you still cast the spell even though it got countered. Like a counter doesn't negate the fact that you attempted to play a spell. Yeah, that's a good change. I like that change a lot. With this change, we're adjusting 61 cards in ways that range from small text-only changes to larger impact timing changes. The vast majority of these cards are card buffs with some slight tweaks and a few nerfs. We plan to extra closely monitor both in positive cases for buff cards and negative cases for nerfed cards and make future changes accordingly. We're making these changes to 1. Unify the timing of our spell listeners to increase consistency and understandability. Makes sense. 2. Increase gameplay satisfaction of playing with cards like Lux or the Dinger. Increase the overall utility of slow spells. Good. And clean up the space for new mechanics. Yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I like it. This might be hard to fully grasp right away, so take some time to experiment. Our goal is to make gameplay more intuitive right off the bat, and we put the work in to iterate on these changes to make sure they'll land right. And we'll keep a close eye on feedback. Once the patch drops, let us know how you feel about the changes. Okay, so we got some visual UI updates, so let's take a peek here. All right, what are you showing me? Okay, little thing right there. Got some icons over there. Okay, yeah, just a little bit more graphical flourish. Okay. And it shows defender icons. Tap in. Yeah. Yeah. And now that the shield is filled in over there, means that the block has been committed. Looks good to me. I do enjoy new graphical flourishes. On top of 3.4.0's Premonition update, this patch we've added additional visual UX updates to make it easier to tell what's going on in match. No gameplay rules are changing based on these updates, they're only visual. Here's some additional context from the easy target. Stack clarity. The board visuals aim to clarify that there are unresolved actions in which players started the stack. Attacker and blocker indicators. Units that can attack or block get sword or shield icons, respectively, that clearly indicate their status. Turn gems and button naming. The OK/End turn blue button has been relabeled to consistently name what's happening to reduce ambiguity. The 2 gems have been added to the button to indicate turn status. A lit gem means the player on that side has committed an action. Once both gems are lit, actions will be resolved or the round ends. Next, attacker chevrons. Attackers have a red pointy indicator if they're going to hit the opponent's nexus. They lose it if they're blocked or reduced to 0 power. Okay. Because 0 can't attack. Clearer ghost blockers. Ghost blockers, the translucent visuals that remain after a blocker is removed during combat, now appear under the blocker as soon as it's been placed, to make it clearer that the attack is still blocked, even if they're removed. That's a good move. I like that. As with the game rule updates, we've done a lot of testing on these to make lore a more intuitive experience overall. And we're looking forward to your impressions and feedback once the patch drops. Okay, got some personalization here. See, we got champion skins. The following personalization items are available with this patch. So you get arcane themed Vi. That's good. I think that's Caitlyn behind her there, sneaking around. Yeah, I like that. I really like the arcane style of Vi. I think it looks better. Yep. And now you have Jinx alternate art. That's beautiful. That is good looking art. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Additionally, based on feedback regarding skins and our continuing efforts to improve personalization offerings, we've added custom champion spell card art to all existing epic tier skins, as well as new visual effects for Pool Party Draven's Spinning Axe spell. Ruined Draven's Spinning Axe will be updated with new visual effects in patch 3.7.0 as well. This is something I've been asking for ever since they released skins. If you're going to make a skin with special art, special assets, and they generate tokens on their own, like, say, Katarina's knives, you, you need to change the art of those tokens to match the new skin that you're using, because it's kind of silly. It's like, and like I'm on the same page with animations. I think every every skin should come with a custom animation, because otherwise, what's the point of buying the skin if the animation that you're seeing when they level up is the original animation? Like, take what was it? Take ruined Shyvana, for example. Like, she looks cool, spooky, grimdark, but then you level her up and she looks normal, and then it goes back to the dark skin. It's like it doesn't make any sense to do something like that. So if you're going to go through the work of putting all this great art into making a new skin, make an animation to go with it, and also change the voice lines to match the theme of the new skin. It's like, look at this, Yasuo, Space Yasuo, Battle Academia Lux. It's like these are people existing in a completely different universe now. It's like they should have different voice lines to accommodate that, to drive it home. I imagine in League of Legends they have different voice lines as well as different spell animations and whatnot. So why not do that here? So yeah, big step in the right direction. Just keep doing stuff like this. Oh yeah, Darkstar Zed. Yeah, that looks amazing. Fantastic. Gilded Vi. Yeah, the golden glove. I like it. Yeah. Pool Party Talia. Good. Santa Prom. That's fantastic. Yeah, this is good. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Just make it more, I don't want to say immersive, but make it make sense. Yeah. Sentinel Aurelia, Worldbreaker Trundle. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, the new icons. Oh, I never noticed it was a freaking pool noodle. That's funny as hell. I like that. Oh, we got some emotes. There's a lot of attitude in that one. See this look, time to shut up. Okay, yeah, I like it. New card back. Oh, his chip on the card back. I like that a lot. Good icon. Turning 2 badge. Looks good. City of Progress. Oh, got some button fixes too. Let's see. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where tooltips would sometimes not show when hovering over some cards. Oracle's Eye will now interact correctly with the level 2 Rumble. Okay, good. Fix an issue where the visuals for a restored Sun Disk would remain after leaving Oracle's Eye. I never really ran into that issue. Fix an issue where landmarks offered after playing Stoneweaving had incorrect costs. Fix an issue where Blighted Caretaker was not correctly using optional targeting. Okay. Spell Shield will now correctly block Despair's effect. Yeah, that's good. Should be like that. And various text and grammar consistency fixes. Okay, sure. Yeah, looks good. So yeah. What I what my takeaway from here is that we didn't get a whole lot of reworks, just a lot of minor adjustments. Probably the biggest change here is the Udir package, definitely. Let's see. The ambush nerf is pretty good. Vladimir, I don't really care about that. I mean, I never played Vladimir to begin with, like even in Scargrounds decks. So like him having Fearsome doesn't really do much for me. Um, this is a big change though. Like completely reworking how he levels up. That's a big move in the right direction. I'll definitely be playing around with Udir and trying getting a good deck with him going. I just need to find the right partner for Udir. Let's see. Scion buff stats. That's just good for me. Nocturne, Nasus, Malphite, Leona. Don't really play any of those guys too often. Leblanc, I never played Leblanc. Katarina might actually be decent now. Karma, great change to Karma. Love that change. Let's see. Next, Garen. So it makes it. I agree. It does make him a little bit less vanilla. He's still going to be simple Garen, but it makes him a little bit better. I don't know if I would want to play him still though. I think if I'm playing Demacia and I'm playing elites, I think I'm just playing Jarvan. I mean, he's solid dude though, solid. Galio, good change for Galio. Just give more stats. Darius as a non-change. Ashe, great change for Ashe. I mean, I really like the way her level up works now. I'm probably gonna throw her in a Shreem deck. I might play her with Renekton. That might be a or I'll play with Renekton, or do I play her with what's her name? Sivir. Sivir's really strong. I'll probably do it with Renekton. I haven't played Renekton in so long. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah. I would say like the ones I'm most impressed by, the ones I want to play more than anything else is I definitely want to play Ashe again. I want to play around with Karma, Udir, definitely. Yeah, those are probably like my top three favorite changes. I'll definitely be playing around with some form of elites. I don't know if it's going to be allegiance elites because I think that they can definitely benefit from other packages. Might pair that with Noxus for reputation effects because those beefy boys tend to hit hard. Or I could pair them with P&Z to get a little like actual interaction in there, like some solid removal. Um, where else would they go well? Uh, Pairs well with Freljord as well. There's a lot of good synergies with Freljord. Ways to protect your characters so they don't die so easily. Same with Targon as well. You might want to. You could probably pair them with. Question is, do you want to pair them with Daybreak? Probably not. I don't think that would do well. I'm just trying to think of like the new cards that got adjusted. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Notably left out though was Bilgewater. I don't think I saw any changes to Bilgewater this patch. So maybe we'll be seeing something next patch for them. Yeah, we didn't see actually. Yeah, I don't think we saw any PNZ either. Did we get any PNZ changes? No, no, we didn't. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, we got nerfs to PNZ. That's it. Yeah, we got a couple PNZ nerfs. But yeah, I think the big winners out of this were probably Freljord and Demacia. So we might just throw together a an elite flip Freljord deck. or Frelio shreem. So yeah, I'm thinking that's where we're gonna go. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's definitely where we're gonna go with uh with this new changes. Now, question is, how's this going to affect the current meta? The Victor deck got hit a little bit. Shreem got hit a little bit. I don't think it got hit hard enough to make people stop playing Sundance. I think. Yordles and Arms got hit a little bit, but I don't think it was that big of a hit. Yeah. I think it's, if anything, it just increased the viability of other strategies. So yeah, I think we'll definitely see just some more variety on the ladder. Yeah. I'm excited to fool around with it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna end it for today. So thank you for coming by, hanging out.